smelling good, eating good, drinking good, just having a good old time, you know? Like, I really have been in, like, I don't know, it's like the world is your oyster right now. Like, everything that you could possibly want, everything that you could possibly think of. Like, there's nothing that you can't receive at this moment. So be careful with your thoughts, too. Be careful with your thoughts, too. Because there's nothing that you cannot receive. You may be realizing, like, I don't know, having maybe this grand epiphany, if you will, this grand understanding of your true, I wanted to say majesty, or like just your capabilities. Okay. I got a lot of downloads. I got a lot out of the pre-shuffle. I was thinking in my head, who is this for, about what's going on with the embrace, you know, the collective energy. And the collective energy, the Emperor, Empress energies are both. I just want to be clear on that, because I heard that in my head, so like, oh no, it's both of them. They are both very much so in this, like, surrender, pause, if you will, to, what would you call this? It's like a surrender to the sacrifice, I guess. Like the sacrifice, which is your first mission, right? So, so if you resonated with this is from a previous reading. That's why I was giggling, because I was like, aren't these the same two cards? They were coming up a lot in the pre-shuffle. If you resonated with this at all, which is like a very balanced Empress, someone who knows exactly what they're supposed to be doing at all times, almost. Okay. It's almost, I have to get that emoji, so, like, not emoji, there's a video that I have of this person who's like just basically dodging everything. And I feel like that was you previously. You dodged everything that was meant to fail you. It's almost kind of like that whole Mr. Bean thing too, but even not so much of a Mr. Bean type of energy, in the fact that, like, nothing was ever really your innocent wrongdoing. It was always other people going, oh, this person doesn't have a lot to bear, let's just go ahead and give them more. When in reality, it was like you were willing to bear as much as you had to, regardless of whatever, and you were going to do your very best to acknowledge the completeness that you felt by knowing you were surrendering to the right things. You were pausing for the right moments. And you just have continued to always be in that energy of, like, self-development, you know, really wanting to be, now it's the Ace of Pentacles, wanting to be, you know, connected to one's highest self. I feel like for a lot of us, that's why we were given so many choices too, like so many options and opportunities and ways to, you know, that's also maybe why a lot of us are being tested right now to see if we trust the universe and our own intuition, which we're trusting the universe to bring us justice, right? Which we can see it. It's kind of like, oh, it's like we all are sitting there like, wait a minute. I thought that was my order. You had heard of that, the story where everybody's sitting, you know, everybody's sitting at their tables respectively, but you have been at your table longer and everybody's getting their meals. Yeah, it's that energy almost. It's not, it's like you're sitting there, but because you know, like, oh wow, I must have something that they really had to concentrate on and focus and, like, clear everything else out of the kitchen so that they could make this order properly. Like, I don't even want other things to be needed from anybody else while I'm preparing what's for this table. Okay. I just saw the Two of Cups. I just saw the Sun card. Yeah, everybody who's walked through this new cycle and who was aware of like all of the things that were holding them back, that were holding them down, that were hindering them. All of those individuals who had no problem walking into the instructions and saying, okay, what is it called when they say that people, they understood the assignment. The Empress always understands the assignment. Okay? All right. So now that we know where the Empress is at, let's see what else has happened. What's the T around the Empress? What's the T outside the Empress? We are fine to have whatever energy wants to communicate at this point. Somebody's drowning. Oh, that was a download. There's some toxic individuals who are basically hitting rock bottom. They were doing different things. Okay. And I'm protected in this whole conversation and communication. There are some people who are living well above their means. They were putting on fronts using money, not from like just the everyday, but everybody knew like your everyday doesn't pay for this type of lifestyle. These people may have been fronting like all the money for their friends to go on trips with them and like just different things, like whatever these people were doing. It's okay. The feminine energy, because it's a couple. The feminine energy does not have any kids, but the masculine does, and the masculine's children live with them. And the feminine would get up and just do the everyday mom things, but would also do these business things. And I put the quotation marks loosely because they needed to every day have some type of paperwork coming through or something. I don't really know all the logistics, but it looks like she had to do something every day to make it seem like they had a legitimate business going every single day. And now they realize that they've been caught up in that. They've been caught up in the scams that they did against the government. This is including PPP loans. This is including fictitious, like identity theft. This is including, I want to call it supermarket fraud. What the hell is it? Food stamp fraud. They've been living above their means. They're very caught. They're overextended, and the masculine energy is going to jail. This is not something that this person is unfamiliar with. From my understanding, there is some movement of energies from some universal forces, right, that are now saying, okay, this person knows that this person is protected. They know that they should be apologizing to this person and, trying to at least get their star on a good foot, but they're not. They're just going to continue to drown in their toxic behavior. This is making those that are protecting this hanged one, if you will, puzzled. So as a result of that, the decision was made that these people their induced karma is what I keep hearing, because they keep just being like envious of the collective and like looking for the collective to suffer in silence when literally they are. The collective is glowing up. The collective is in a totally different realm and energy and everything. And I think some of them understood that to maybe possibly today. Maybe you block somebody today and they are realizing, oh no, this person really was just kind of chilling, like doing their own thing, enjoying where they're at, because the collective understands that once you are completely comfortable in your zone, that's when you move into the next zone. That's a part of it these people don't understand. Once you go ahead and surrender to the part that's next for you to move into your next level, what you really want, when you're working with the divine, there's nothing that can stop it. It just goes. It just goes. Like, you don't even have a say so. You just have to go and achieve all these wonderful things. There's no time, there's no making time stand still. Maybe somebody felt like they could make time stand still for you or something like that. No, there's nothing that there's some narcissist that felt like they could do that. But essentially, you are following every single day that you're living and breathing and not giving a hoot or a hoot nanny about what anybody else is doing, trying to do against you. I stand corrected, trying to do against you, because they stand failed. It's failed every single time. Like, even in the moments when they thought they were doing something, they realized, oh wait, that was just, that was the divine. They said that was the divine actually took that job away from them. They knew that it was the divine having them let go of something so they could do something better, because the divine really wants them to focus on this, you know, this whole spiritual thing and the psychic thing that, you know, they see that, they know. You know, they know. These people are narcissistic. They're very envious, salty, and they're suffering the consequences of their bad choices. This keeps coming out. Tell us more. Let us see. Show us show us how they show up. How do these people show up? How do we know them? How do they show up right now as a 3D? And I don't know who this farmer is. Ooh, I heard a couple things about some doctor too. Ooh, and that came up again just now in the pre-shuffle. So maybe a physician or something like that. All right, show us how these people, these narcissists, show up right now. How are they showing up in their own lives, in their own energy? Trying to walk in the shadows. Ooh. Okay. Somebody is homeless in this game. Somebody is homeless in this situation. There's also a chef who's learning that their ruthless and cruelty didn't earn them the drive, is what I keep hearing. Like, somebody got safe passage. They're welcome. Like, they got where they were supposed to go. Like, their driver actually was accurate. Like, the location that they dropped you off at. I don't know. That's what I'm hearing. Like, no, you made it. You've been made it. You were already at your destination. They didn't notice, because the divine, I said that in an old reading. I said in an old reading, they're not even going to realize that they're behind the game. It's going to be too late. Everything is going to be finished already, because things were going on behind closed doors. These people didn't know what they were trying to attack the whole time. They thought that they had you right where they wanted you by isolating you. We've got them right where we want them. Oh yes, they're going to be by themselves, and they're going to feel like, you know, because of this and that. I don't know, because of whatever energy they had been sending. They didn't know you knew how to transmute the way you did. They didn't know you had learned how to, you know, everything that you learned, everything that you know. They didn't know. I did that in my reading too. I told you guys that in my reading. Tell us more about these dweebs. They're dweebs. These cloud hungry dweebs, because they want to talk about you being a nerd or being weird. Yeah, at least we're not dweebs. Out here talking about people looking like a small fry all day. They're not even a small fry, to be perfectly honest. These people are like the kids' fries that come in the Happy Meal, but they're not even that. So they're just like two fries, a handful of fries. They're just a handful of fries. They don't even get a size. That's the whole thing. They don't even get a size. That part, these groupies. Goodness, happiness haters. I'm gonna take those 3. Ooh, and I'm gonna let you know you played out. You played out. You played out. Ooh, yeah, the way they get money is played out too. That's what Spirit's saying. Their money is gone. Their ways of being able to. Some girl, some female, like, her business opportunities dry. Honey, like a prune outside on the porch. I don't know, honey. It must have been hot. And I feel like that's the energy too. This person is like, life is like under fire right now. I get that from this whole like smoke coming out of the pumpkin energy and the fire. Yeah, they're going through a lot, whoever this female is. I'm gonna pull this chick. This is that girl fight feminine. Ooh, the butcher now knows too, because I guess that's where the money was coming from. Like, a lot of these people, they can't do anything anymore because their money is all dried up. Like, acts rich, flosses money, acts fancy, shows off. Is that what they needed my website for, to be fancy, granola? Because they act fancy? Because they sure did try to steal that mug. I called oh man. And because then they put a two. This is the thing. Then they put a two like points protection or something where you had to go through 2 processes to actually get into my GoDaddy account to look at all the websites and do anything with them. And so they didn't change the password though. They just said that. But these people, I guess, had taken my old phone number. They must have known when I disconnected that line and took the phone number, because I was asking, because they did something else with Amazon and were trying to cause all these problems for me. But they did something with Amazon and we're trying to cause all these issues. And I was talking to Amazon lady. I was like, who would do this? And I was like, who would want to do this? Like, how could, she was like, the person with your phone. It was wild, because I was like, yo, why would someone, like, it just doesn't even make sense. It's like, this is real pathetic. It's super pathetic. If this is what a group of people does, you guys had to come together to effectively do nothing but ensure that someone maintained their uprightness and move forward in the direction that best benefited them. But as far as you're concerned, you've essentially ruined everything that you could have had on your own table. You don't even get a table now. When you force things on other people, it gets back to you. Like, you can't force. This was not one of those situations even. You're learning that. The collective really dodged some bullets with this. They've continued to not block this negativity, to not be, involved with people who are not well. Okay, and I just want to be clear. Please call the suicide prevention hotline. Please call whatever hotline you need to. Call 911, call, something so that you can get some help, because a lot of these people are in this schizophrenic energy because they know what's impending. There's someone who's been in jail plenty of times, but essentially something's happening in the world of karma where shit that they did years ago is coming back on them. Like, it's even family, murders that are now, all the pieces have been tied together for whomever it was that was behind sacrificing their family members. These people were, involved in a lot of dirty offers. There's somebody who owes somebody a lot of money too. A lot of money. This person is, whomever they owe a lot of money to, this person was in cahoots, and it's also a wolf in sheep's clothing. But the issue right on this is that this whoever this is that they owe the money to, I get it's like these people were supposed to do something and then cash in on something and then give it to this person, and whomever this person made these agreements with for this money for these people to do all of this stuff, because it costs a lot of money to get this many people together to commit these crimes. Even if it's little coins in their pockets, in reality, which they don't necessarily realize. They might be like, oh, let me hold $500. Like, these people might have came to him initially. It was like, well, I guarantee you we'll be able to do this and get this money back if we do this, to get this person to do this. And so the person was like, okay. They gave it a go, because at the point in time they could afford to go ahead and let go $500, right? And they got back the $5,000. So they kept kind of dabbling in things because they kept seeing things, and they were promised a big payout. So they saw something initially that got them to buy in. And that's where they made their mistake. It's kind of like, that whole game of 3-card Monte. Yeah. You don't see what everybody else sees from the outside. And only those individuals who are actually paying attention to the cards in totality are the ones that are seeing what hands are being laid. So the fact that nobody had their eye on the collective, nobody, even if they did have cameras in this person's place, nobody. 1919, because you could, there's nothing you could show, even with the footage that you do have. What are you going to show? Someone literally minding the epitome of minding their business and drinking their water. Not even, having, this person may have someone over once every 3 months, once every 6 months. May have been a total of 4 people over to that place in a whole year that they lived there, because they're very private. And most of it had to be on business terms anyway. Like, there was a need. There was something that, oh, I need this, come help me move this from here to there kind of energies, you know, whatever it was. In some instances, this person owes, the spirit was like, get back to it. Whomever this wolf in sheep's clothing is, now this person is I'm getting it's a familiar energy. Like there's family involved in this, but then there's like the mom or the dad or something like that that's playing a wolf in sheep's clothing right now to this gang, to these clergy, to these organizations. They're pretending like that to, I want to say it's the Nation of Islam. And the thing they don't know though is somebody else involved, but not involved, already looked up the information that they needed. Like somebody else looked up because they had a feeling. Yep. They had a feeling because they knew the collective. They knew the collective also. And they know the collective to be, you know, someone who's, you know, how do I explain it? They knew they had already met the collective. So yeah, it says mutual aid, new friend. Yeah, this person introduced the collective and this person. So that's how the person even knows them. They introduced them to the collective. So they're like, okay, this is the person who introduced us when we were looking for, you know, something, blah, 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 whatever the collective did that as a profession. So they're like, yeah. And this person, you know, came out on top all the time. This person always came out on top all the time. And this person, whatever it was, whatever profession it was that you were in, you always knew when the right time was to take the risk to move into things to do. Like they could tell, like you would be enthusiastic about it if it was actually an opportunity that would benefit them. If it wasn't, you'd be very business oriented. You'd just be like, okay, here are the straight hardcore facts. But if it was actually something that would benefit them, you would be enthusiastic. And that's how they knew. But anyway, when they worked with you. This person got the evidence. Yep, whomever this is that this person introduced to you, they know this person is not, they've always felt like this person they smell funny. But they couldn't prove anything. That's what this person is saying. Like, we couldn't prove anything. Oh, maybe there was a spouse or ex-spouse or someone that the collective used to date that whomever this parent was didn't approve of, and so they constantly would say negative things, and that these people also saw that person, their ex, was not a good person, like to be, you know, to be connecting with, to be forging with, to be building, shaping, you know, doing anything with, molding anything with. They knew that as well, and so they kind of leaned into the energy. But they also remember, that's the thing, so many people are like, damn, that's what I don't understand. How could so many people be so, like, misled? I feel like everybody that was misled needs to go get some type of psychiatric evaluation to find out more about what they're suffering from, what kind of trauma and you know, pain, you know, from childhood, from relationships, from, you know, business, you know, endeavors, whatever it is that they're involved in, because it's always something else. It's never the person that their energy is directed towards. It's always something else of their own that they're not wanting to look at, that is very deep rooted and embedded. And I mean, because think about it, whomever this was that went and looked up your medical records is what I know this to be. Whomever went and did that to get this evidence and proof and facts, this person could have lost their job and still can. Because if they're passing around the evidence and information saying, oh no, this person actually pulled up this person's, because they came into the hospital or something, you know, and they don't have anything. As a matter of fact, it's some of that energy. Like, as a matter of fact, from what I remember, this person actually got themselves out of that, you know, marriage. They actually made their right decision. They talking about them like they're still involved, you know, like the collective is still involved with whomever that they were with, when the collective is long since, you know, done with that, whomever it is. I don't know, that they keep trying to like, oh yeah, because when they were with so-and-so, it's kind of like one of those energy. The person just like digs and digs and digs and digs and digs. It's crazy. This person is so jealous. I can't imagine like what it feels like for somebody to grow up without a parent, but their parent's right there the whole time. Like, can you imagine? You don't have someone to help guide you. You don't have someone to help, you know, mold you and shape you and show you how to. You are left to really become nothing. If you think about it, it's like that was that parent's actual decision from the gate. Aside from, I just can't leave you out on the street because then I look like the crackhead. So I gotta at least take care of you and let you live in the house and, you know, but I'm just gonna ignore you, act like you don't exist and let you fend for yourself and figure things out on your own. And then when you act like you don't know things, I'm gonna make it seem like it's because something's wrong with you. This person literally did their child like that. And then continued to let people abuse and misuse their child as a means of trying to teach this child a lesson about being selflessly devoted and dedicated to being a good person. And it still didn't work. This person's still dedicated to selfless devotion, being a good person, just not with the wrong people anymore. So if that's what they were trying to get, they got that. Yeah, this person is civil servant, a seeker of knowledge, maybe even a writer. All right, tell us more about these groups, please. I don't know who this is. Yep. These groups, I don't know. This came out earlier too. I get the energy that these groups see you as being an influencer too. These groups are able to see because they got other spies. You know, they got somebody somewhere all the time trying to sit in, right? So they got somebody else somewhere else sitting in, and that person is even reporting back, nah, this person know better. That's what they're telling this group. They're telling this person, no. This person knows better than to doubt themselves. This person knows they're right about everything that they're thinking. This person is convinced that you're convinced. That's for damn sure. That influencer card is like legit, it's giving. Like it's all the way influenced. Yeah. They're looking at this person, this wolf in sheep's clothing and anybody else. They're looking at them like, yeah, that was maybe not the right decision. Not maybe even, that was not the right decision. Whoever the swindler is, this master of deception, hypocrisy, disguise, conspiracy, somebody who's always trying to like make it seem like something else is going on. Somebody who's always lying to everybody. That's the energy I get. It's like this person was just lying all the time, but they had to because they were always trying to cover up some shit and they never knew. And then the people would be like, say something to them like, I don't know what you're talking about. They would get real mad and defensive too. And then the people would just usually shut up because they felt like, okay, well, I'm not even gonna, you know, because they knew this person's energy was like this. It was like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, or Dr. Jekyll and Mrs. Hyde, because I feel it's feminine energy. The issue now is that maybe they worked with some people that were real young. They were working with these people and these people didn't know, like everybody made their mistakes in this is what I'm understanding. And that's what's getting them caught up in this criminal time. Like even these younger people, they can be easily connected to people in, they can easily be connected to the people in the industry. Is what I'm understanding. Like the connecting the dots of that is very easy. Like I know it's very easy for the person that is my karmic involved in my situation, because this person, it was outwardly always communicating how they work with Cash Doll and not work with, they used to date Cash Doll. And like they're always trying, I don't know what other stuff, like that was just something, I don't know, this person was one of those weird pill talking energies where it's like, they would tell you something and you'd be looking at them like, what? Like, what is that? I asked about lasagna. Like, did you want to go? Never mind. It could even be in a phone conversation. It was just like this person would blurt out random things just to kind of like make people like, I don't know. It was almost, I don't know. It was just the weirdest thing. But anyway, they worked with the wrong people. They thought that by bringing in this younger energy that it would like bring vitality and innovation and a lot of potential growth to the group. But they were not disciplined. They were not pure of nature, of heart. They were not, they had no self-control. They had none of that. And because of that, it's like these people didn't realize that they already, like before these people even got to the group, they had trails behind them. Before they even got involved with these groups, they had trails behind them. So it's just like a lot of people, a lot of detectives. That was a download a little while back. I guess it's supposed to come out now because I was like, I'm not saying that one just yet. But there's these detectives, they were celebrating. These detectives, they were celebrating. One of them had a drink at home. And then there was like 3 or 4 of the other ones. They got together after work and they sat and they had drinks and they were so happy. They were like, this is so open and shut. They all know they're getting a promotion. Like there are detectives that have been investigating this, and they are getting promotions. They know this is leading because that's like what's on the table for them. Like they've already been told. You know how this stuff works, especially when they're seeing the people, you know what I mean? When they're seeing the people that they report to their higher ups because they need to continue to be funded every month to keep doing whatever it is they're doing, keeping the informants, paid and all this other stuff. Yeah. Somebody's attorney is now talking. Somebody may want to need to get a new attorney. It may be some boss energy's attorney, or maybe some boss energy's attorney is the one who is basically carving out, because I see this big old knife, it's giving Ace of Swords, like bringing truth and clarity. So I feel like this person is carving out all of the information and stuff about deceit, disloyalty, conspiracy. So maybe somebody hired an attorney behind someone else's, like not behind someone else's back, but someone else doesn't know about what's going on. And this person, this boss energy, hired an attorney to put together the case, because this attorney they don't have a briefcase, they have all the paperwork. So they hired an attorney to put together all the pieces for someone. To make sure that this could be proven, because whoever this was, they saw what was going on too. Maybe this person works at a bank. Maybe they're a boss at a bank. I don't know. I get a bank energy. Like I get this person is a bank kind of energy. There's something to do with the barber too. I get that's something to do with that detective. Okay, let me tap into that because that detective energy was coming up again too. So let's see. What's going on with the journalist? I'm sorry, the journalist. Did I say detective? That's because these detectives are like, hell yeah, open and shut case. Because I get everything has been turned in already. Everything has been turned in. It's just a matter of the date on the docket, like the date that they actually go sit down and explain everything to get whatever the orders they need or whatever they need. Somebody that married for money wants somebody back. This person is a divination abuser. This person is in some criminal trouble. They probably are young as well or act that way. They are looking up someone, the collective probably. You know how that goes. Constantly looking up the collective. Trying to possibly, what I forget is they're trying to like send a catfish, but they don't realize like they have not a chance. They have not a chance at getting the collective to believe that someone else is their person. And that's the thing. The collective can go out on as many dates as they want to. They can go do whatever they want to with whoever they want to at this point. The collective is smart enough not to do things with people just simply because they know better. They know what's out there. Like the demons attached to people as well. So the collective is barely even, allowing people to their energy. So they're basically trying to cock block a divine connection or union with divination and sending in a hitman or something like that, or somebody. But that doesn't work. That's only if the collective was actually going to ever entertain somebody other than their person being their person. The collective knows, like, they're in union already. What some of these people don't know is that, like, how great of actors and actresses that the collective actually is. Like, these people could put on a whole front and establish whole new, like, semi-relationships with other people that are just, you know, superficial, surface layer even, and no one would know. They could have friends that seem like they're friends, but the collective has no desire to be their friends. They're not telling them the right information. They're telling them the wrong things all the time. Like, there's so many different ways that the collective has set back and learned to manipulate and play very well on the board here, that they can't, you know, there's not an offer they could give that would get in the way. They're just, you know, again, misleading themselves with this divination abuse. You know, I don't know if people are watching, like, have you watched what people actually says happens after they do these love spells? You know, I feel like people know, everybody knows that the SHIT has already hit the fan. These people know. All right, let's see. What else is going on out here? I know it was going to be a karmic reading, though. Yep. The clergy now knows, whomever these groups are, whatever these organizations, they now know that they're receiving all of this bad karma for trying to get in the way of this, like, for sending all these people in. So there are members of the group that they sent in that, like, were willing people that are, whose lives are completely in ruins. It's like some people who's like, my dad's savings got blown through. It's like, it's crazy right now. And the dad didn't have nothing to do with this, but this person's dad, like, this person was building their own thing. This person may even feel bad too, because, like, at some point their dad got them out of a bad situation. Like, their dad has always been a good parent to them. Whomever this is, their dad was always a good parent to them. Their dad got them, you know, to straighten up and fly right when they were going in the wrong direction. And they knew, please tell me somebody didn't get their elderly parent involved in some type of sexually transmitted disease. Oh my gosh. Okay, so it's talking about just being clout hungry. Like, these groups are also realizing, like, this person was clout hungry, and it brought a lot of karma. It brought a lot of bad karma. Now, I'm going to dig into this Kata case a little bit more, because I don't know who this belongs to, but we were talking about somebody's parents. And that's, oh my gosh. Okay, somebody's with okay. Because here's the thing. If the parent is elderly and has caught something, what the hell? How does an old person catch something? Like, who are you messing around with? Oh my gosh. Spirit, clarify this, please, because this is getting a little wild. Moves in silence. Clarify this. This is concerning, because I feel like there's somebody, like, really elderly who's got an STD. You guys might know this person. This elderly person doesn't drive or doesn't have a car. Like, they don't have a car, or their car maybe getting repossessed or recently got repossessed. This is somebody's parent. This is like somebody really old. It's like, you know how you have an old friend at work and then their mom? It's like that person. Oh my gosh. They got the mama. Oh my gosh. understand how that elderly lady caught a case of an STD. Maybe it was just an infection. So, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I'm going to tell y'all what the download is. Y'all, this person's elderly mama got the STD because they were involved in sex magic. Their elderly mom, they were laughing about it at first, saying, well, mom, at least mom, you're going to get some, because the mom was also involved in maybe played a part. So the mom also played a part in being online. So the mom was also part of like the cyber stalking. So they convinced their mother to go and like look in the searching and fishing for comments kind of thing, like be that kind of energy, to like go and like, you know, like somebody's watching everything that you do in the comments. Somehow they're watching that 24/7. That person was, yep, they were involved in this cyberbullying. Yep. They want to send out this energy now like, oh, they're moved on. They've moved on from this. They've moved on from it. But what's done is what I'm understanding. What's done is done. These people are being real quiet now, too. Yeah, this person, so maybe even whomever, okay, so the friend that I'm talking about, whose parent, like whose elderly parent it is that's caught up, you used to work with this person. You used to work with this person. And this person would always end up in like some type of like broke butt situation, broke butt finances situation. But they live with their parent though, this elderly parent. That's why they brought this elderly parent in on the money. Because they were like, well, mom, it's a lot of money. And you know, it's pretty much nothing what we're doing, not realizing like you're going to jail. You might even put your mama in jail. If not, she's gonna have an ankle bracelet on her in this home that hopefully she can get into. Because they put themselves in these dire situations. Like, I feel no mercy anymore. I feel like there are people going to be coming back telling you about their family members passing and trying to give you a sob story. But it's like they being mean to you at the same time. Because that's the same energy. It's the same energy. It's like these people want to come back, but it's like, and talk about their stuff. And if you say no, they will be quick. As soon as you say no, because you gonna say no. As soon as you say no, they gonna be quick to get an attitude and talk mess. But it's all lies. Like, they just jealous. You should have handled the person. Man, it's just like I tell my children, I don't reward bad behavior. So, if you out here doing me dirty, you cannot expect to come back and get anything good. Especially if you're operating in this energy and you got the nerve to curve your lips to say something about me. No, you did. You y'all broke, busted, broke, bankrupt, losing everything. Head ass. Anyway, this person might have like always been jealous of you too when you worked with them, because you always had like all these great things going on. You were always like doing things to, you know, keep yourself fresh and, you know, vibrant and, you know, in the new, and they wasn't about nothing. They like always been like a fuddy-duddy. You know, there was a lot of fuddy-duddies and dweebs out here. Fuddy-duddy dweeb scammers. I feel like a lot of people, I'm go on vacation. Collective. I feel like a lot of people, man, this stuff is so annoying. I'm so tired of hearing about how stuck in their head, how messed up they is, and this and that. That's what they supposed to be. I didn't expect anything less. I expect nothing less than the fact that they cannot be trusted and nobody trusts them. They have a lot of tension right now in their life. They're in all these secret competitions with everybody around them. Okay. They're feeling this energy of, I got to keep my friends close and my enemies closer, because my friends is also my enemies. They're in that, like, this is what's happening at this point, because these people have no choice. It's kind of like the whole P. Diddy thing. Again, this all plays a part. I just want you guys to know. These people are eating on each other right now. They're feeding on one another. They needed your energy and your vibrancy in the first place. Now they have no choice but to feed on one another. And that doesn't do anything but make things worse because they don't have any good ideas. They don't have any good energy. They don't have any good vibration. They don't have any good karma. So they can't even be involved with each other because it just creates more havoc. And they're not even seeing this because it's just nothing but havoc anyway. Not realizing if they go in and isolate themselves. But they not. They're going to just sit overthinking, stressed out, overanalyzing. A lot of these people need to go and seek psychiatric evaluations. And if you're watching this, you should please, please, please call a number and get help as soon as possible. We wouldn't want you to hurt yourself or anyone else. Because you damn sure ain't going to do shit to the collective. You be to hurt yourself trying to get to the collective, I'm telling you. Be to trying to chase collective down the hallway, be to slipped and fell and bust your head. Whole head. That like, yeah, no. Just saying, people should know by now. People should know by now. If nothing else has worked, maybe let's just wait. Now that's the new thing too. Oh yeah, from this mug right here, this parent energy, this mom or dad, whoever this is. Let's just wait. That's the new thing. Let's just wait. We're just going to wait until, yeah, they got a whole new story to tell about how they're going to do it later. They're going to catch you later. They're going to catch the collective later when the collective least expects it. Because right now, I'm good with the collective. The collective and I are good. They got to stay good with me until they get the money or blah, 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 blah. That's some type of energy that's in there too. Yeah, because all the other things all their other plans got foiled. Let's go ahead and watch this one foil too. I'm just here to let you know. Whatever this person is trying to coach other people on, consider it lost already. Consider it lost already. Consider it lost already. Did you hear me just tell you? Consider it lost. This is just another one of those tales that they keep telling you. Go ahead and give them your money so they can go ahead and continue to, what they're doing right now is they're kissing ass to the collective. So go ahead and give them money because they're going to come to the collective with it. Okay. So go ahead and on their plan. They'll probably even tell you, yeah, well, yeah, we're going to, yeah, because we got to, yeah, because we want to make sure that they got all these go right ahead. Go along with it. They got all these ideas they're creating. Yeah. Weaver of imagination. Man, go ahead and go with it. Just wait till later. Yeah, wait till later. Wait till later. Keep going through your karma because y'all going to be in that. Wait till later. This is what's going to happen later. Go ahead. Wait till later. Wait till later. I can't with this right now. All right. What's next? What else? What day is it today? Shoot. What's next for the next few days in the collective's energy? I might go live. I feel like I like the live energy. The live energy is going to tell us more about what the heck is wrong with these people right now. As if we could really ever understand. Could you ever understand? Yep. What's next is you just sitting in that rightful, hopeful energy. Sitting in that good old hopeful energy. Inspired, optimistic, successful. See, that's the kind of collective we got. Later.